In this video, I'm going to run through DaoMaker and specifically DAO Pad, which is their Launchpad for new crypto projects. So I'm going to go through the process of signing up, and I'm going to go through all the steps necessary to sign up to their Launchpad and to pre-fund our account and actually apply for a new project. So if that sounds interesting, then keep watching till the end. My name is Michael, and I use my skills and experience as an ex-developer, tech visionary, investor, and trader to bring you non-hyped information on how to generate profit and build wealth from cryptocurrency investing. So if you're keen to learn how to profit from what I believe is the greatest investment opportunity of this decade, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to know when I put out a new video. So just a couple assumptions before we jump into the video. So you will need to have a MetaMask wallet and an Ethereum address set up on your MetaMask. You will need to also have DAO tokens purchased and moved to your MetaMask wallet. So don't go and buy those just yet, because in order to work out how many you need to actually understand how the DAO Pad process works and how those DAO tokens are used in the Launchpad process. So just watch the video for that. And the third one is to make sure that you've fueled your MetaMask wallet with USDC as well. And don't run off and do that just yet, because you want to watch the video and work out how much USDC you need in order to pre-fund your wallet for the DAO Pad process. So DAO Pad is explained as venture capital recreated for the masses. And basically it's a launch pad. It does have a couple other elements to it, but that's what I'm going to focus on today. And we can see there's actually a live and upcoming sale coming up for Delta.Theta, which is a revolution in crypto derivatives trading, which closes in a couple of hours. So I'm actually going to use that as an example to go through today. Now, this document covers the DAO Pad participation guidelines. This is a Medium article, which we'll link in the video. And this basically walks you through what you need to do. So this is the document that we're going to be following today. So the first thing you want to do is to go to DaoMaker.com and log in or register an account there. So this is DaoMaker.com. You simply go to register and set up a new account, or you go and sign in if you have one already. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now that we're signed in, we can go back and check step number 2, which is to connect the wallet that you'd like to participate with. You can choose from MetaMask or Wallets Connect. So I do have a MetaMask set up, so I'll go up here to connect wallet, choose MetaMask, and it says my wallet has been connected. Number 3 is to pass KYC in order to register for any sale, and you'll do that by going to account and KYC. Now I already have completed that, so if you haven't, you can pause and do that step now. Otherwise, we will continue. The next one is to pre-fund the account. So basically, depending on the project that you want to go for, you have to actually pre-fund your account with the personal allocation here, which is, in this case, 1,000 USDC. So that didn't show up on the video properly, but basically what I did was click add funds, enter the 1,000 USDC, and then click submit. And now that transaction is now pending approval after I have signed it. You also get another transaction come up here. I'm just going to give it a little bit more gas so it goes through a little bit faster. Okay, so when that goes through, it'll now tell you how much you have pre-funded. Now, if you don't end up selecting for one of the Launchpad projects, you can withdraw this money, or you can leave it in there for a future project. Okay, let's have a look at the requirements around staking, because you do need to stake in order to earn what's known as DAO power, which you need to be able to enter any private sale. So basically there are 2 ways that you can stake, and this is the DAO token, okay? And you'll see here that this says 1 staked DAO is 1 DAO power, and if you do stake the DAO LP tokens, liquidity provider tokens, then they'll count as 3 times in the DAO power. Okay, now what is DAO power? So basically there are different tranches, and you can work it out if you go into the project that you want to have a look at. We'll click into that, and once you're in the project, you click this participate button, and then it'll tell you what the transfers are and the appropriate DAO power. So trans 1, 500 to 99, 1,000 to 1,909, etc. Now, how this works is basically the higher DAO power you assign to a project, the more likelihood that you're going to win the lottery or get an allocation assigned to you. So in this document, it does go through the different levels, and it does give you an example down here as well. So this says here that the sale has 150,000 USD total allocation. The personal allocation is 500 USD, and there are 300 available winning spots. Then tranche number 1 would mean that you get a 3.7 chance of being picked. Tranche number 2, 7.5. Tranche number 3, 15. Tranche number 4, etc., etc. So basically, the more DAO power, the more chance you're going to get selected. Okay. Now, if you do get selected and you win the lottery, that DAO power is actually locked up for 15 days. Okay, so if you want to go into multiple projects, and in this case there is another project coming out that I want to go into, then you don't want to assign all of your DAO power. Okay, so the first thing you need to work out is how much DAO do I need to buy and how much do I need to stake, etc. Now, in my case, I want to get into at least tranche number 3, or at least I want to have at least 2,000 DAO power, so I can assign 1,000 basically to 2 different projects. So in that case, I could either buy $2,000 of DAO and stake that, or I could provide a liquidity provider token and get 3 times the DAO power. Now, DAO, if I go to CoinGecko, DAO is currently $3 per token. So, if I needed 2,000 of those, I needed $6,000. Now, as it turns out, I have already bought my DAO, and I have 680 tokens, and I am going to do a liquidity provider token, which would basically give me 3 times that 680. Okay, so 3 times the DAO power when I use the tokens, and 3 times 680 takes me over 2,000. Takes me 2,040. So that will give me 2,040 DAO power to play with. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is to get those LP tokens. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And we're going to go to Uniswap. You go to Uniswap, you click on pool. I am going to provide this as a version 2 liquidity. So I'll click version 2 liquidity. If you have any existing ones there, then they'll show up. And so you go add version 2 liquidity. Now you might have to custom add the token. So if we just go back to CoinGecko and just get the address, the Ethereum address of the token. So you can just hit this little copy button here to grab the Ethereum address. And while I'm here, by the way, if you want to work out where to buy DAO, you click this markets tab and it'll give you the different options, whether it's through a decentralized exchange or a centralized exchange on where you can buy those tokens. So you can see here, you can do it through Uniswap, Gate, SushiSwap. I got mine through KuCoin and sent it to my MetaMask address. All right, so back into Uniswap. So we do want to our DAO token. So we're going to do DAO. Apologies, I got 675, not 680, because there was a 5 DAO fee in order to send from KuCoin. I'll need to pair that with ETH because it is an ETH DAO token. I have checked that already, that's why I know. So we'll click max on that. It'll match up the amount of ETH. We'll need to then approve that transaction. So I'll hit confirm on that. Okay, so that has gone through and approved. So then we'll need to supply the liquidity. So we'll click on supply, just double check these numbers. That all looks okay. So we'll have to confirm the supply of that as well. That fee is going to be slightly high, although it's pretty cheap. Gas fees are pretty low at the moment. I'm just going to put that a little bit higher to make it go through a bit faster. Okay, that's gone through, and we now have our DAO ETH LP tokens on Uniswap. So we can now close that down. Now we want to come back into DAO Pad, and up the top here we have vaults. So we're now going to actually stake our LP tokens in order to get our DAO power. So down here where it says yield protocol, this is where we'll be doing the staking. So we click research and stake. We then click stake here, and here's where you get to choose either DAO staking or the liquidity staking. Okay, so I'm going to go to liquidity staking, and we're going to click stake on that. Now I just had to work out an issue there. It wasn't showing that I had any balance up here. So I actually had to go to clear the cache. I actually did a bit of research. So in Chrome, you do it by going to more tools, clear browsing data, and actually cached images and files, and then come and do a force refresh, which is just basically pressing Control F5 to refresh the page. And that's what I had to do for it in order to pick up my my new LP token. So if you do have that issue, that's what you do need to do to solve it. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and stake now. Liquidity staking, click stake. We'll now be able to stake our full DAO ETH Uni LP tokens, and they will be locked for 10 days. If you do want to take it out early, you get knocked with a 10% fee. So I'll go ahead and I'll confirm that. We will approve this transaction to spend our Uni V2 tokens. And then the second transaction, which again, I'll fuel it with a little bit more gas so we can go through a bit faster. Okay, and when that goes through, it will now say that we have successfully staked and we're in. Now, if we go to the portfolio button, then we should see that we have our DAO power. Yep, so we've got 2026 DAO power and we've pre-funded our $1,000 in USDC. Okay, last but not least is registration and DAO power allocation. Okay, so this is basically where we'll go and we'll find the project that we want to apply for. Let's just go back to the home here, have a look at the live upcoming sales, and this delta.theta is the one that we're going to apply for. So we click research and participate. Cool thing about the DAO Launchpad is it gives you a whole bunch of information, investment information for you to review everything before you make a decision. I've already had a look at this, happy to participate. So we click the participate button. And if we scroll down, we'll actually get this little checklist. So if all of these are ticked, it means you've done everything right. If one of them or more of them isn't ticked, then it'll give you an instruction there, an indication of what you need to go and fix. So I mentioned that I'm going to be going into 2 projects which are within probably 3 or 4 days of each other. So if I do win this allocation for delta.theta, then it's going to basically stash my DAO power away for 15 days. So I don't actually want to use all of that up. So I think what I'm going to do is just use half on each. If we just go back to portfolio, I'll just open that in a new tab, just double check what I had in there. Now the tranches here say 1,000 to 1,999. I assume the higher you are in that tranche, the more chance you get selected, but I'm just going to make sure I get in that tranche. So we're going to get at least 1,000. And under my portfolio, I'll just click that again. We have 2026, so we'll do 1,013. So if we go back here, click participate. So it needs to scan your wallet and it says we fit all the requirements. We can continue to the next step. This will be, looks like a disclaimer or terms and conditions. I'm just going to have a quick flick through that. Nothing out of the ordinary there for me. So I'm going to tick agree and continue. And here's where we decide how much you want to spend. So apologies if the video cut out there, but I did enter the 1013 DAO and I did click submit and it took me to this page that basically says you're participating in the lottery, you've allocated 1013 DAO power with your wallet, you got your 1,000 USDC, and in case of a win, your deposit will be used as investment, no further actions required. We'll receive our tokens, and then in case of a loss, we'll return the full deposit. So that's the whole process for signing up to DAO Pad from DaoMaker, setting up your account, registering funding, and applying for an IDO. So hopefully that was very useful for you. Cheers.